Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and I'm excited today to show you something that is our early proof set. So you can see that oftentimes someone writes on them with a pencil. That seems pretty typical. This is how they were shipped in these little boxes, and also, then they were inside of paper. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the box, and then they were inside of one of two different things. So this is inside of this real soft cellophane. And you have sets that oftentimes, especially depending on where these things were housed, you're going to get into some coins that have a little bit of toning, but not the best kind of toning, right? But just because if these have been kept anywhere humid, you're going to end up having a lot of response from the environment to that. What's interesting is that oftentimes these sets in the original boxes and packages, they sell for a lot more, seemingly, in the original boxes than they do if they've been put into a set like this, even though there is no guarantee that the ones in the boxes are nicer grades than the ones that have been put into plastic. That's just not a thing. So this 1950 proof set is actually a pretty nice looking set. I'm kind of digging that Jefferson nickel right there. But it's interesting because they definitely come different ways. And so this one here, I think I heard it right away when I opened it. See, this is what happens sometimes with the cellophane packages. So you got to be careful with that, because you can see that you've got some coins in there that have come out of the cellophane because the plastic is brittle over time, and that's something that also happens. So these sets, I'm trying to think, I think the first year they sold the sets like this in these boxes was 1950. I don't even think it was 48. But the cellophane comes a couple different ways. So here's a 54 set. And these definitely seem to trade at a higher premium, because a 54 proof set bids at like $110, but I'll see these original box sets selling for over $200 on the bay, as they say. Okay, nobody says that, I just made that up. There's a chance that we may end up getting some of these certified. I'll go through them. I like mid-century modern getting it certified, but a lot of these coins need to come back. The big jumps in 7 in almost all these coins. That quarter has a little bit of proof-like obverse to it, which is kind of cool. Kind of nice looking coin. But, and this is a nice looking half too, it's hard to tell sometimes on these with all the wrapping. So we will probably send some of them off. So they started these packs, I think in 1950 was the first year, like I was saying before. I think before that the coins were coming individually. And then eventually they switched to what we call the flat pack, which I'll show you in a second because I have one of those too. So now sometimes I see them in these holders. This is 54, another 54 with the softer vinyl. And I grew up with everything being in the hard plastics. That's just everything because they were in the hard plastics starting into the late 60s basically. That half's got a little spot on it, but looks pretty nice otherwise. So these soft vinyls, I'm not 100% sure on this if the soft vinyls are original or aftermarket. I think, because this is a 54 set, it could be original, because the mint was in the process of switching over, because in 55 they did the box sets, and they also did what's known as a flat pack, which is just this set here. I'm glad everyone can read upside down. This was the first year in 55 where they did them in these packages, which was what you're used to if you saw the rest of the coins in the late 50s and into the 60s. So also the type of thing that it just takes some time to figure out whether or not you want to just price them as is, or if you want to get them certified. I'll say this: I do tend to get the earlier sets certified, the ones that are in the especially like 50, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, that era. You know, coins like these in the flat packs, generally we don't get certified. You know, I just haven't. I don't know why. Maybe I should. But similar to the other sets, what you're really looking for usually is a really high grade or a cameo. So you really want to see something that looks like a real high grade or something that looks like a cameo to usually make it worth your time to get them certified as far as the cost goes. And then of course though, if you're a collector and you've had these forever and you're worried about the value of the coins because they might deteriorate over time in these cellophane packages, I know guys who get stuff certified just because they want them kept in a more safe way, in something that's going to be a little bit more time resistant, weather resistant. So that's up to you guys. But anyways, I thought I'd share this with you because it's kind of fun. I always like these early boxes and sets and things that we don't see every day. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I've been the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.